Hello students. So today we will discuss the fifth lesson of our SST, the Great Indian Desert. Okay, the Great Indian Desert is located in Rajasthan. This desert is also known as Thar Desert or Western Desert. Okay. We will first see the location of the Great Indian Desert. To the west of northern place lies the Great Indian Desert or the Thar Desert. You all know the location of the northern plains. Yes, this particular area is the northern plains. Okay, so the western side, in the western direction of northern plains lies the Great Indian Desert, and it is about 800 kilometers long and 500 kilometers wide, and it covers a major part of West Rajasthan. Yes, this is the area of Rajasthan state. Okay, this is east, west, north and south direction of a state. So you are able to see this particular area is only desert. Okay, not the whole Rajasthan is covered with desert. Okay, only the west part of Rajasthan is the Great Indian Desert. The land here is not completely, or the whole state is not completely sandy. Only the western part of the Rajasthan. So now here, this is Great Indian Desert. So here the land is partly rocky and partly sandy. This Great Indian Desert is partly sandy and partly rocky. There are some parts of the area where rocks are found, and some part of the area sand is there. Okay, now to the northeast of the Thar Desert is Satluj River Basin. Okay, we'll find out where is the northeast direction, this direction. Now the northeast of Great Indian Desert is, you are able to see this, the blue color line you are able to see, this is Satluj River Basin. To the south is a salt marsh known as Run of Kutch. Now what is salt marsh? You are able to see the south direction, there is Run of Kutch. Now we'll see what is salt marsh known. Salt marsh is an area of coastal grasslands that is regularly flooded with seawater. Yes, so this area is Run of Kutch, which is regularly flooded with the seawater. Yes, you are able to see there is Arabian Sea. Okay, so this seawater is entering in this Run of Kutch, and because of that particular area is flooded with the seawater. Now next is to the southeast is the Aravalli Range Hills. Now where is the southeast direction? Yes, southeast, east and south. In the middle is southeast. This is Great Indian Desert. The southeast is Aravalli Range Hills. The desert extends west into Pakistan till the Indus River Basin. Now in this map you are able to see this is the border of Rajasthan. Yes, although it's a border, the desert still extends up to the country Pakistan. Okay, Pakistan is one of the neighboring country of India, and here is Indus River Basin. So this desert is extended up to Indus River Basin, which is there in the Pakistan. Now let's see the climate. Desert areas have extreme climatic conditions. During the summer, the days are extremely hot and dry. As the sun sets, it becomes cool. So at night, the climate is cold. So this is because, why? Because the sand heats up quickly. So in the morning time, due to the hot sun, the sand is heating up and the climate is become very hot. And evening time, that sand is getting cold very fast. It cools down very fast. Now in winter season, the days are very pleasant, and at nights it becomes very cold. Next point is vegetation. There is very little rainfall in the desert areas, and because of that, rarely we find plants and few trees growing over there. And this is because of sandy soil found over there, and there is a lack of water. So you can see only few scattered bushes and thorny shrubs in that particular area. There are few streams which fill up only when there is a rain, and there is severe shortage of drinking water for the people who are living over there. So as because the rainfall is very little, of course there will be a scarcity, there will be a shortage of drinking water for the people who are staying over there. Next we'll see the landforms. As here the land is dry and sandy, there is very little vegetation, just as we have discussed. So because of this, the soil erosion also happens due to blowing wind over there. So now in desert areas, it has many small hills of sand, and these hills are called sand dunes. In this picture you are able to see behind this man there is a small hill of sand. Yes, this is called sand dunes. Now how these sand dunes are formed? These sand dunes are formed when the sand starts piling up around any barrier that blocks the sand-laden desert winds. Whenever the wind is blowing in the desert areas, this particular sand is piling up, म्हणजे जमा होत जातं ते. Yes, and because of this, these sand dunes are formed. These sand dunes are actually small hills of sand. And these sand dunes do not remain at one place. They keep on changing their place because the strong wind is blowing in the desert area. The wind is very strong. In the movies you might have seen. I'm going to share a video of the same. So in the most of the movies you might have seen they have shown the accidents of sand dunes happening in the desert areas. So these sand dunes keep on changing their places because of the very strong wind blowing in the desert areas. The hot winds carry a lot of sand with them, and severe sandstorms are common in these desert areas. As because the area is fully open, yes, there are no trees and much bushes over there. So because of that, what happened, this wind is blowing very fast. Yes, and because of this strong winds, these sand dunes are keep on changing their places. They keep on shifting from one place to another place. And this is not a thing that in sandy area there is not at all water. There are some places in the desert where underground water comes up to the surface in the form of springs. Okay. So wherever there is a spring, date palms, kikar and babul trees and few grasses grows in these areas. So such an area in the desert with water and greenery is called an oasis. Okay. So there is a picture of an oasis which is found in Thar desert. So in Thar desert also there is a spring, okay, wherein the underground water comes up to the surface in the form of spring, which is known as an oasis. Let's discuss about the life in the desert regions of Rajasthan now. So now in life in the desert areas of Rajasthan is very hard due to the shortage of water. Imagine yourself in the desert areas. Yes, you all might be having a habit of using a lot of water every day. Okay, but the same facility you won't be able to get in Rajasthan. There is a severe shortage of water. And because of that, a few crops can be grown. And many people, what they do, they rear camels and cattle such as sheep and goat. Next is population. The population in the desert areas is very small. Most villages in desert come up around places where water is available. So as a result of the shortage of food for the people, for themselves and their cattle also, many people keep on moving from one place to another place. Of course, for living we need water and food. Every human being, to survive, they need food and water, which is very, very important. So because of this, the population in the desert areas is very small. Very few people stays in the desert areas. And who all are staying over there, they too, what they do, they keep on changing their places with their cattle. Wherever the food is available, water is available, they keep on changing their places and they move from one place to another place. So such people who are always moving from one place to another place, they are called as nomads. Okay. The nomads of the Thar desert, the people or the nomads who are staying in Thar desert, they are called as Banjaras. Okay, now you all are able to see there is an image of the people. This is one particular nomad. These are called as Banjaras. They do not stay at one place. They keep on moving from one place to another place in search of the food and water. So there are few cities in desert regions like Jaisalmer, Jodhpur and Bikaner. These are the important cities of Rajasthan. Let's see the next point, farming. Okay, just as we have seen there is a shortage of water, the people won't be able to take all the types of crops over there in Rajasthan. So in areas where the water is available, millets like jawar and bajra and wheat are grown. The Indira Gandhi Canal, which starts from the Satluj river, provides the water to the parts of the Thar desert. And these areas have now become green and the farmers can grow a variety of crops. Because of the Indira Gandhi Canal, you are able to see this blue color line. Yes, this is Indira Gandhi Canal, and in this canal, through this canal, the water from the Satluj river is brought to Rajasthan, and because of this, some part of the Rajasthan or the Thar desert, some parts of the Thar desert is now have become green and farmers can grow few crops like jawar, bajra and wheat. So this Indira Gandhi Canal has played a very important role and it has become helpful for the people staying over there to grow crops. Next is the sheep of the desert. Everybody know which animal is called as the sheep of the desert? Yes, exactly, the camel. The camel is most useful animal in desert areas. It can withstand the desert heat, walk easily on the sand and live without food and water for several days, and that's why it is called as the sheep of the desert. Now today in modern roads link important cities in Thar desert and vehicles also started running. However, still many people are using camel. Still many people are using camel in Thar desert, although many vehicles we are able to find in desert areas. So it is used to carry loads, pull carts and plough fields, and it is also very important for the people staying over there, for its milk and meat serve as a food for the people. Next is about the dresses. Bright colorful clothes are common among the both men and women staying in Thar desert areas. Women in colorful ghagra cholis and odhnis in local markets. Yes, the image is shown like this. Women prefer to wear like this clothes women prefer to wear, and men in dhoti, kurta and turban. Yes, in this picture you are able to see this is the dress of women and this is the dress of men staying in desert areas. The traditional dress of the woman is ghagra choli with odhni to cover the head, and the men wear dhoti, kurta and a colorful turbans. Next is language and the festivals. Hindi and Rajasthani are the main languages spoken in Rajasthan, and the main festivals celebrated in Rajasthan are Holi, Diwali, Eid, Dussehra, Gangaur and Tej. See, this image is shown in the textbook wherein the girls are carrying a silver pots while celebrating their Tej festival. And the second image, we have seen the famous cities of Rajasthan. So Jaisalmer Fort is also one of the famous place in Rajasthan. Next is tourism. Tourism is an important industry in this Rajasthan state. People from all over the world come to Jaisalmer in Rajasthan during the desert festival. Old forts and historical monuments in Rajasthan also are of great attraction for the tourists. So, tourism is an important industry in the state of Rajasthan. Although it's a sandy area, it is having a very hot climate. Many people are attracted to Rajasthan. It has become a popular tourist place. So let's go through the points, what all things we have discussed in this lesson. I now know. The Thar Desert is partly rocky and partly sandy area with a very little rainfall and vegetation. Vegetation means trees and plants. Very rarely we find the trees over there. Sand dunes which keep shifting are formed when sand is blown into piles by the strong desert winds. Jaisalmer, Jodhpur and Bikaner are important cities in the region of Thar Desert. The Indira Gandhi Canal has helped make some areas in desert green. Due to that canal, what happened? The water from Satluj river is brought to the Thar Desert. So that canal played a very important role. Next is, the camel is still an important means of transport in desert areas, and tourism is an important industry in the region of desert areas, or we can say in the Rajasthan. The important terms used in this lesson are desert. What is a desert? It is a flat area with sandy soil and very little rain and vegetation. What are sand dunes? Sand dunes are small hills of sand in a desert. Nomads. Who are nomads? People who do not settle down at one place and they keep on moving from one place to another place in search of food and water. So these are called as nomads. What is an oasis? Oasis is an area in a desert with water and greenery. Okay. So in this way we have come to an end with the lesson, the Great Indian Desert. Please go through the lesson one more time. Read out. Okay. If you have any doubts, please ask me.